I've been joined by Greg Carpenter, Head of Racing Product here at the Hong Kong Jockey Club, and plenty to chat about always. Greg, this again is very much the place to be, isn't it, this week in Hong Kong? It's the big show, and well, if last night wasn't exciting enough, can't wait for Sunday.
Well, Hong Kong is an incredibly vibrant city, and it's been vibrant here at track work throughout the week. And last night was a magnificent spectacle, the Longines International Jockey Championship. World-class lineup of riders, and Mikhail Barcelona really put his stamp on it last evening. But it was great to see those champion jockeys. Really competitive fields. The racing was very competitive, and I think everyone who went for the first time would have been blown away, and everyone returning would have enjoyed it as much as ever. Absolutely,
no, we certainly did here, and obviously we turn the page now to Sunday, the 4 big Group 1s. We've just seen some of the Japanese horses out on the track, obviously plenty more still to come this morning, but just as an overall sort of view of it, I mean, you and your team, you must be pleased with the horses that have turned out, because there's a really good sort of party visiting us this year.
We're really pleased. 28 horses have arrived, a good representation across the 4 races. Obviously, getting horses to come here and go up against Car Ying Rising in the sprint was going to be a little bit of a challenge, but really pleased that the Japanese horses have come. Lugal, who won the Sprinter Stakes, in which Victor the winner and Mugen ran. Toshin Macau, who ran second that race, and Satano Reeve, who started favourite. I think he'll run really well on Sunday. We were very lucky to get Starlust, the Breeders' Cup winner, supplement into the race. And great to see Kieran Ma travelling with his first international runner here at Hong Kong with recommendation. No Bales, who we'll see come out today. He won last year's Breeders' Cup sprint and comes into Sunday off a Group 2 win at Woodbine in Canada. So the sprint is great. The mile is exceptionally strong. We know, everyone's been saying it's one of the more open renewals of the race with Golden 60's retirement, but it's a cracking race. The Vase, one of my favourite races, without a fight there, I think is going to be run really well for Australia. And the Cup, well, Romantic Warrior, he's been our horse for a while now, but Liberty Island is a world-class filly. Spirit Dancer comes into the race in really good form. Tastiera is a Japan Derby winner. Spirit Dancer bounces off his second win in a row in Bahrain. So it's 4 races have all got great stories and really competitive global fields.
As much as we would obviously love all 4 of those races to stay here, I know obviously Car Ying Rising, as you say, very much an excitement machine going forward, and I mean, he does look the real deal. Romantic Warrior's been there, done it, and is going to hopefully make a little bit of history perhaps, but it's not a walk in the park, is it? Because these horses are world class that are coming.
Absolutely. To be the best, you've got to test yourself against the best. It's always seen as a challenge for the overseas trainers to come to Hong Kong and beat our best on home soil. We've talked about the diversity and the depth of quality in the horses themselves, but great to see the leading trainers from around the world coming to Hong Kong and taking up that challenge. If racing is going to continue to survive and be relevant within the sporting community around the globe, people have to embrace international competition, and they've done that in big numbers this year. You know, someone like Andre Fabre, he won the first ever Vase, he won last year's Vase, and he won one in between. He's back with Marquisat, who I think will be an outstanding horse next year. I'm really looking forward to how he goes on Sunday in the Vase, but hopefully he'll be back again next year. He'll develop into a lovely stayer for Monsieur Fabre. Aidan O'Brien, he arrives today. Always a great supporter of our racing. We've talked about how wonderful it is to have the Australians back, Kieran Ma and Sam Friedman and Tony Gollan. I want to mention Antino because we talk about how strong the mile is, but he's been one of the really good workers on the track this week, and looking forward to him coming out this morning very shortly.
Yeah, great to chat with Tony Esther. I think he said, basically it's been a dream for him. I remember once chatting to you and you were mentioning sort of repeat business. Dubai Honor, we've just seen him on screen. A few of the UK-based horses now coming out, Gia Velotto and Starlust as well. But we don't run this meeting without Dubai Honor, do we? We love seeing him back.
Well, he's been a great warhorse for William Haggis. William not with us today, this year, but his wife Maureen and also Sam, his son, are coming out. Dubai Honor's been a great horse for the stable. This year they've extended him out to the 1.5 miles, and he's a Group 1 winner in Europe over that distance this year. And when you talk about repeat business, Luxembourg, who ran second last year to Romantic Warrior, he'll be having his last start on a racetrack this Sunday, similar I suppose to Highland Reel for Aidan, who won twice here and went out on a winning note. To think that Luxembourg has won Group 1 races through every season that he's raced, his 2-year-old season, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, and this year he's won at Group 1 level again. It'll be lovely to see him go out on a high note for Ryan Moore and Aidan on Sunday in the bars. And Content, they're two fillies in the Cup, Content and Wingspan. Both ran well at Breeders' Cup, and of course Content won at Group 1 level against her own sex early in the year. So wherever you go, all of the international runners are high quality. And beyond Kaying Rising, we've got Galaxy Patch, we've talked about Romantic Warrior, Voyage Bubble, and looking forward to horses like How Deep Is Your Love and the Helios Express stepping up in the sprint. There's some very nice Hong Kong horses who will see it their very best on Sunday.
Yeah, we certainly will. We just saw just behind me there, I caught a quick glimpse there of Without a Fight having a trouble. I mean, to get a Melbourne Cup winner here, Greg, and a horse that hasn't just won the Melbourne Cup, but he did the double, the Caulfield as well. I mean, that's quite the coup to get a horse like him here for Shaker Bade, and obviously the Friedman team, a name that carries so much weight around the racing world. Well,
in the 164-year history of the Melbourne Cup, only 13 horses have done the Caulfield Melbourne Cup double. Once it was apparent that he wasn't going to defend those titles, Sam looked at Hong Kong. He ran really positively first up behind Via Sistina in the Champion Stakes. Robbie Scarlett, who's been riding him, and we're seeing on screen now, knows Hong Kong. He's one of the best horsemen in the world. He's been very happy with Out of Fight's work. And you're right, Dunedin was a Melbourne Cup runner, winner that ran here. Red Cadeau, second in many Melbourne Cups, came here and ran well. And we're hoping that Without Fight can land a blow for Australia on Sunday, because the Australians have never won that race. I think between Antino and Without a Fight, Australia has two very strong live chances on Sunday.